Call the meeting to order. Invocation, Pastor Takeover, do you care to?
It's an honor to be before you tonight to offer the blessing.
Thank you.
Let us pray. God of abundance, all we have, all we are, all we need is a gift from you. Leadership is a gift. Keep us mindful of our call to be servant leaders, seeking to serve others and not to be served. We ask your blessing, Lord, on this council, on our civic leaders, on our citizens. May all our work be infused with compassion and creativity and inspiration and respect, so that all may flourish. We ask all this in the name of the one we call Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Councilman Bryant, please
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the council meeting. In your packet that you received, there's minutes from the meeting on May 16th. Do we have a motion to accept the minutes as written? Motion is second. Any discussion, changes, or corrections? Seeing there's not any, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passes. This time's committee and department reports. Any committee or department reports?
I'm sorry, did we need to approve the work night minutes?
No,
Did we
ma'am.
do that? Okay, I just want to make sure. Thank you.
No, just the, oh, sorry, it is in there, yes. I didn't see that, I'm sorry. We also had the work night minutes from June 1st. For the entire council. I thought you meant last night.
Oh,
But the work session from June 1st. We have a motion to accept those minutes. Motion. Second. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passes. Now, committee and department reports. Anything new with the departments?
Yes, we've got the Dodge Charger that we're gonna strip down and put up for bid. And we should have that ready to go.
Next day or so. It's back here now, ready to be put up for bid.
Yeah.
We brought it back this afternoon.
Right. So we're gonna bid that out and get rid of it.
Also gonna ask the council to put the money in the equipment reserve to pay for the lights and stuff for the new car.
23rd, that's correct.
What is wrong with this one?
It's like over 100,000 miles. It's time to get rid of it.
Did you ever get the money back from the insurance on the other one?
Not yet, we're not done with, yes, from the insurance we did, but not on the grant we're working on.
How much was the insurance money?
39, it's right about 39,000.
Did you put that in the reserve as well?
Yes.
Quick question I have. I signed a PO for brakes. Is it for that car?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's not for that car?
No.
Different car?
Different car.
Okay. And you would like to go out for bid?
Yes,
And what kind of time frame do you want it back?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks will be fine. We should have it ready to go and bid out at that time.
Okay. Council vote, a motion to do this?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to put
Is
that
there a
out.
second? Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes.
Are you gonna be able to do, sorry,
Yes.
are you gonna be able to use any of that equipment that you want to strip down?
Some of it we may be able to use. Whenever you go from one year model to the next, the way the brackets work in there, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Okay.
So computer, radar, I imagine would be.
Yeah, computers transfer over, radar transfers over. Sometimes the light package does not work in the newer
Lights you
newer models.
Newer style lights anyway.
We'll use anything we can.
Okay.
I know everybody else been on a holding pattern with budget and financial constraints, but anything else new that the council needs to know about?
Nothing on fire.
All right. Anything else from committee reports? All right, thank you very much. Any unfinished business? Nothing on the agenda, but does anyone have any unfinished business that may not be on the agenda? All right, we'll move on to new business. First item is the grant agreement for the EPA cleanup. And this is for the property formerly known as France Oil Company. This is the grant that was, for the audience, this is the grant that's been in the works for some of the old council. How long has it been? 6 months?
6 months or more than
More than 6 months.
Yeah.
So, we have that information. Or do you have anything we got to prove on it?
I don't know.
Okay, well, this grant is for up to spending up to $450,000. That will be pulled out of the ARPA money. There's been, for the audience information, there's been discussion amongst the council about not doing this. Unfortunately, we went too far along prior to back out of this. So we can decline it, but if we do, we'll risk further grants. So that's just audience information. We need to get a motion to approve this grant.
motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a second. Any other discussion regarding the grant? And I don't, like I said, it would be pulled from ARPA funding.
This does not include any future use of that land location.
Future use.
As in if we, what is that? This does not restrict us to any previous deals or anything like that.
No.
No, this
Not
is just a
Okay,
clean
I just wanna
up.
make sure.
That's the idea, to clean it up and resell it.
Right, but
That's,
I wanna
yes,
make sure we don't have.
from the audience
solid-
standpoint, it's to clean up and to sell.
And it's to clean it, it's not clean up to pristine, it's clean up for use for a similar type facility.
That's right, correct. Truck stop, gas station and such. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Sanitation, we have some information regarding the sanitation bins that was requested at the last meeting. This is just a request to go out for bid. There's been no recent contractors in the last 2 years, I think, been pulled. So it's time we bid out sanitation dumpsters and also a separate bid for the roll-off dumpsters.
Okay.
Dumpsters.
I did.
Okay. But we have a dumpster at every city facility, and then the roll-offs are located in the compost facility. Anyone opposed to going out for bids? Okay. Could we have that in a motion and a second, please?
Motion.
Motion, second. Any further discussion?
We do have new prices for the roll-off cost, I think y'all have a copy of it.
We'll go over that just
We'll go
shortly.
over that, yeah. We'll make
Um,
an estimate.
It's 2 weeks sufficient. I mean, we're going to pretty much just talk to local, our current licensed sanitation providers, and then who's ever in the roll-off dumpsters around here also.
Right.
I feel like that would be sufficient
weeks
time
would
to
be
get it.
fine.
So next meeting, basically next meeting, we'll approve it.
Okay.
Jay,
I'd like to bring up some,
So we're not gonna do that.
since we,
Oh, okay.
our meeting is supposed to be next week, can we postpone that meeting for the week after? So we'll be on the 2 weeks, since everything we're putting on 2 weeks, we'll have that information at that time. We're not gonna have one on the 4th of July, correct?
No, no, sir.
But we need to get back on
Rotation.
what's set out in the ordinance, which is first and third
First and third
Tuesdays.
weeks.
Well, let's do the ordinance, let's do the motion we have on the floor regarding the bids, and then we'll come back to that subject.
Jake, I have a question about that.
Yes, ma'am.
Do we put an ad in the paper, or do we have special, a request for proposal? I mean, are there specific things that we're asking for so all the bids come in alike?
We are asking for specifics. Mr. Westfield will be
Okay.
providing specs for the roll-off dumpsters. Sanitation dumpsters, we're just gonna use the same size dumpster that we're currently using and put that out for bid.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I feel like our time's gonna be short though. With
I can
you-
have something by Thursday.
Can you?
Yeah, if that's, or I can have it sooner if you need it, but Thursday would be,
I still think that's
Thursday morning.
sufficient time, but would you all have the same opinion or have a different opinion? So the next council meeting, we'll have that discussion when the next one will occur, just shortly.
Okay.
We'll just say the next council meeting. All right. Any more discussion? Oh, there's a lot of talking on that, but all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about the next council meeting. When y'all wanna do it.
Put the calendar.
I will not be able to attend the next council meeting is the main reason I wanted to switch it. I'll be out on the 20th, and I understand we want to keep it on what the ordinance say.
But in a week's time, we're just gonna be meeting to meet.
That's right. And so, since we have some other stuff that's coming due in 2 weeks, to me like that big.
What I would suggest is to have the meeting next Tuesday, get back on schedule, or if you need a special meeting, have it too. I mean, because the ordinance says you do it on the first and third Tuesday.
That's good next week, and, if it's a short
Need a
meeting, it's gonna be a
special-
short meeting.
Yeah.
We don't have any.
And if you need a special meeting in the meantime, schedule that, that's a special meeting. Just
Now, let's get
understand,
back on track.
if you have a special meeting,
In 2 weeks.
you can discuss you can only discuss what's on the agenda.
Yeah, we'll just do the sanitation bids on the second meeting in July. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Because the 4th, we won't be meeting, and then we'll meet on the 18th of July.
Okay.
Is everybody happy with that?
Yep.
So we will be meeting on the 20th, which is a week from tonight, probably a short one, and then we'll meet again on the 18th of July. Okay. Get that correction. All right, good deal. Other item on it is computer bids. Brenda, I'll turn that over to you.
Well, they should be in your packet. We actually ended up getting 2 bids. One was from our IT person who's familiar with what we need and, you know, been working on all of it. That was, just a few dollars over 12,000. I think it was $17 over. The other one was from another company that is in Washington, who sent this bid that, quite honestly, I can't understand if it's even close to what we asked for, as far as the items on it. And the amount of it was $10,333. That's the only one we got.
How many computers is that for?
Oh, Lord. It's four desktop computers with the monitors and all of the stuff that goes with that, and, the server. I don't, there's a list. It's like a full-page list of stuff. Off the top of my head, I can't.
Our IT consultant is one of them that gave a bid.
Yeah.
We use them to do out the stuff.
Yeah.
Well, do we have a motion and a second to discuss the current bid?
I'll make a motion to discuss.
Motion,
Second.
we have a second. Discussion. Motion.
Make a second.
Brian.
So I haven't seen the second bid, I think it came in too late for our packets probably.
It did.
But the one that we do have is relatively a local company, and there are troubleshooting people too. So I think it makes sense for the people who are doing the troubleshooting and would have the most, to also be the equipment provider, because they have the most familiarity with it. But that's just a point of view. I know it is a couple $1,000s more, but is that Washington DC or Washington,
No,
Missouri?
it's Washington State.
Washington
Auburn,
State.
Washington.
Yeah,
And what they gave us is like a lot of part numbers and descriptions with like a Gen 3 17.112.7, but that doesn't tell me anything. I don't know what that is.
Are they gonna come from Washington to install?
They didn't say.
how did they even find out about it? Do you have any idea?
I think they look at newspapers and stuff, because we
Okay.
ran it in the paper, and that's all I can figure. I don't know. But every time we do bids like that, or not every time, but a lot of times, we get some company from somewhere that we're not familiar with.
Well, if you have a problem with it, it'd be hard to get it replaced. That's 2,275 miles.
Yeah.
It's very specific, isn't it?
My daughter lives there.
We need to spend our money locally before we go out.
Yeah, we definitely need to go local.
Yeah, we still, I'd say we need to stay local, spend our money here before we spend it somewhere else.
And it's kind of familiar with our needs, so I would agree with that.
What's his bid price?
There's a sheet, so, well, let's see, I got it.
It's just over $12,000.
Yes, $12,017, I believe that's what it was, just barely over. No, I thought I had it.
$12,017.
Yeah, I didn't bring it, but I thought it.
Okay, seeing the discussion has come to a stop, time for a vote for it. All in favor of, yes.
Let's, just a minute, the motion ought to include the reasons that you're taking the higher bid, which you accept the bid, the local bid, accept the bid for the reason that service, one, that you have good past experience with this vendor, and service will be easier, more accessible.
Specificity of purchase.
Yeah, just have that as part of the motion.
Maybe it's not legal, but local money too, keeping money local.
Well, keeping money local is valid, but the more valid reasons is your past experience with the vendor and accessibility, easy accessibility to service.
I'll make that motion.
Well, let's hear the rest of it.
I just said. What's the motion
Ditto.
for?
Whatever Terry says.
Go ahead. We'll make the motion that we'd like to use the higher bid because of specificity of purchase, easier for service and installation as well.
And past
that
experience.
Past experience with the
that
vendor.
was successful with this company.
Yeah, anything here? This way?
Can't spell all that.
Done well there, Mayor Pro Tem.
I'll take it you second that, right?
Mark did that.
All right, anything else? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Also in your packet, for discussion, and I'm gonna turn it back over to Rita, the janitorial bids.
Well, we got, 4, and since, we share, the city hall, the general employees share the building with police. So Kenny and I talked about them and, looked at them, and by far the best one was a lady named,
Don't knock.
oh,
Anything
Lord,
later?
You had the bids.
I think, yes. We call her Lenny. I don't remember her actual first name. But anyway, she is the person who is currently doing it, and she had the best,
Was that the lowest bid?
Mhm.
Do you know what the other bids, or give us some numbers?
$775 a month. And currently we're paying $850 a month.
Okay. What about the rest of the other 3 bids?
One of them was 2,400 and something. I mean, 2 of them were just way up. One was 3,000, I think, something. The other one was the current $850 that we're paying.
So I guess for the same reason that Terry said a while ago, past experience will.
And the lowest bid.
And the lowest bid. So we don't have to give a reason for
Yeah,
that.
the lowest
No,
bid.
right.
We're taking the lowest bid.
Okay, I have another question. On these bids, it's for Monday through Friday service, I believe. And I know we're trying to watch our costs. Is it feasible to do like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and not do a 5-day-a-week? Because it's kind of a light use building, or do we need the 5-day-a-week cleaning? Just a question.
Sometimes some of the trash gets pretty full.
Okay.
you know.
Especially on PD side, we got people here 24 hours a day,
Good point.
5 days a week. By the time Monday comes around, Saturday and Sunday, nobody being there, by Monday, the trash pretty
Pretty
full.
full.
I have a question. I know where I work at, we clean our own building. Can we not work something out to
in the building with the people that are here without spending $9,300 a year? Just a question.
Yeah, the thing is, the officers aren't always up here. And then the ones that are up here, we dispatch and have them leave the radio to go do that. That's not recommended for them to leave the radio on for a very long period. I hate for them to miss something. Seems like we tried that once before and it didn't work out very well.
And with it being public,
Yeah, we got the public that,
Yeah,
in
public
this building
view.
also.
like to make sure it
I'd
stays
like to see less money,
presentable.
but I'd like to see the officers on the street too.
And I realize other departments are doing that, having to do that, but they're not exposed to the public the way this building is.
Motion and second.
No.
There's no motion yet. Discussion started before the motion.
Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
We have a second?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? And this motion is for approval of a $750 per month,
$775.
$775 per month fee for Queen City Hall. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Me.
Let's do a roll call vote. Ms. Rice?
Aye.
Yes. No. No.
Yes.
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 The vote passes.
Be 7-2.
7-2.
Three no's. Three no's.
Three dollars, right.
I got Harry and Kevin, who's the other one?
Randy.
I'm sorry. Okay.
So 6-3.
Yes.
That still passes 6-3. Okay, city car bids. This is for the white car parked out in the parking lot. There has been 2 bids received for the vehicle. One bid for $600 from Mindy Brandt, and another bid for $750 from Tyler Roberts. Do we have a motion to approve the higher bid of $750?
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. Second, we have a second. Any discussion regarding the sale of this property? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. All right, we'll turn this back over to Brenda, but this is for an audit for fiscal year '22 and also an audit for fiscal year '23. We're not up to par where we should be on audits. And so Brenda has,
Well, for the last 7 months probably, I have called auditors. I've got referrals from other auditors, you know, CPAs. I have got from Missouri Municipal League. In all, I've called and talked to 21 different CPAs who do, some of them do audits, most of them do. A few of them said they don't do them anymore, just could not get anybody. Their schedule is full, or they don't do single audits, which is what we need. You know, just a lot of various reasons. Well, finally, we do have one. It is Thomas Spate and Noble has given us a bid. Our FY22 audit was not done because our company that had been doing our audits for several years in October told us they could not do it for that year. So we start scrambling. Well, everybody's schedule is already set by then. They just could not get us in. So this company has agreed to do both, and I say both because we're about ready for the next one. So they will do both.
It was cheaper to do both of them.
Yes.
Rather than one.
Yes.
this is the cheaper bid of 4 you received.
Yes.
Did they provide references like the firm from Kansas City did?
I believe they did, yeah. And then
It's
several
Thomas-
local people here also use them, so.
Is it Thomas Spade and Noble?
Mhm.
That's a very well-known firm.
Mhm.
So what was their price?
Well, it depends on whether we need a single audit for both years or not. It could be $66,000 for the 2 years, or it could be 70.
What do we pay for?
We paid 18,000 per year. But that was not for a single audit, that, which is more costly and time consuming and probably would have been 25 to 30 for a single audit with the other company.
So they, knew we were scrambling, they just threw out a big number, knew we're gonna have to accept it, yeah.
I guess. You know, but that's not that much higher than what the other company probably would have charged
Right.
for a single audit.
Right.
66 combined.
And they are the cheapest of all the bids too.
For 2 years.
They are the cheapest of all the bids that reputable company.
They are ready, yes.
Doesn't make me happy, but I'll make a motion.
Well, I understand, yeah, I'm doing the same way.
I'll second
It's
it.
gotta be done.
Motion, we have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. All right, employee health insurance. The health insurance for the employees, there's been no major changes. In fact, some of the prices have went down, but it doesn't affect the city because we pay up to a certain amount, the employee kicks it in after that.
That's made it cheaper for the employees.
It does, makes it cheaper for the employees, same benefits, same everything, no major changes, or any changes, I think. We do need a motion to approve the employee health insurance for the upcoming year.
I'll make a motion.
Motion, second? All right, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. All right, ordinance to approve the fiscal year 24 budget. Have Terry read the ordinance.
First reading, an ordinance approving the budget for the city of Kennett for the fiscal year 2023, 2024.
We have a motion. We have a second? We have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Second reading.
And again, that's the budget you all have been working numerous
For a number of
Numerous
meetings and
nights.
late nights.
hours. Yeah. It's not like we're just throwing this up.
No.
It's not at all. Make it clear, it looks like it's, you know, quick, easy passage, but you all have been put in an extraordinary amount of time on this. An ordinance approving the budget for the city of Kennett for the fiscal year 2023, 2024.
So we have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
All right, discussion time. Would you care to?
Well, after a number of meetings and late nights, we came up with, you all have a copy of the proposed balanced budget for the next year. Thanks to all the departments and committee members and finance committee and the mayor. Do I need to go over the numbers, or? I'll have a copy, the radio or newspaper can get a copy.
I got the copies, and I've got anyone in the public that wants a
Yeah,
copy.
we
You're
got
more than
extra
welcome
copies
to have
here.
all the copies.
I would think, why don't you just announce what the bottom number is, and that we will be in the
Well,
black.
our anticipated sales tax and use tax is 4.266709. The miscellaneous income is 800,000. The sales tax allocations are 711,400. The total budget requests were 4,342,437. So we're only in the black, but 12,872. That does not include any of the reserve money that we have aside and any of the ARPA money that we still have to spend. It was real hard to even come up in the black this year.
You all are very creative on getting the
So
information. Randy.
we will keep an eye monthly from now on, make sure we stay in the budget.
And we'll look at this at 6 months too, correct?
We're gonna look at it every month.
Every month.
Every quarter, 6 months, and we have guidelines in place. Any purchases more than $500, they have to be approved by the mayor. Anything above $1,000 got to be approved by the finance committee. And again, we want to say before you purchase anything, not after bring us the purchase order for review and approval at that point, before the